Hi guys, are FPGAs a concern for the network? Um, right now that is not a concern in my opinion. I do know that we have a community member, Wolf, who I believe works for AMD, and he plays around with FPGAs. I think actually right now he's playing around with the second type of architecture on AMD GPUs. I think you got a little bored with it. PGAs for a bit. It's a good developer. He can Autolicos run on some very specific field programmable gate arrays. Yeah, he's built a build. I don't know how stable it is. There's no block stream that's been released. Now, the other thing we have to look at is kind of twofold. The first is that, FPGAs are very hard to find right now. Like if you wanted to order one, I know at one point last year, when that was a community concern, I looked on Zilnick's website and there was like a 50-week back order. And the other, thing that we have to take in mind is that Autolicos goes through memory table adjustments, which is, somewhat painful in terms of like reworking, loading the pre-hash mining. So I think that will always be a game of cat and mouse, but hopefully we have the right prerequisites to where it's painful to be the cat. Now, long term, it's hard to say how consumer technology is going to evolve, right? And that's something that, I think everybody here can look at what was a GPU capable of a decade ago, right? And, compared to today, especially looking at like what NVIDIA is, proposing with their 4000 series, I think like that probably has more wattage per card on the higher end than most people's first mining rig did back in the day. So technology does evolve, and that's something that we always need to look at, watch, and kind of adapt to, because consumer grade technology is on its own growth cycle. And I do know that, this year, AMD bought Zilnick's for $52 billion, something like that. So I imagine, they have their own long-term game plan that we just don't know yet. So we need to just watch and adapt to what comes, try to keep old hardware so that it's useful on the network. And that's not necessarily something we control, what comes in the future, but it's right now not a concern, in my opinion. It's minor. And I'll post, I know that the East testnet went well, which is good. I really don't want them to blow up because more drama for the space, right? I think we've had enough. At least I have. I don't know about you guys. There are some FPGAs out there that might be redirected somewhere, but then it's a matter of where the block streams are. And we don't have any. So it's not a concern. One shows up, then it's worth a conversation.